Hey guys, it is Monday here in the Philippines, and this is going to be officially my last diecast video in the country for an extensive period of time. Probably will still be doing some scenic videos here this week when we're at the airport and such, so that's coming up. But this will be the official last diecast video we're doing. Filming in the Philippines. Now, we'll be back on track in the States come this weekend. We'll be in southern West Virginia, and we'll be filming there. Already have some cars I picked up here that will be showing in the States come this weekend or the beginning of next week. See how it goes, see how quickly Ethan and I can get settled in, and then we'll start filming again. But today, what we're taking a look at is a brand that I usually don't deal with. I think I've only unboxed one of their vehicles, and it was a resin car, my only resin car. And that is Inno64 or Inno64, however you want to say it, but probably the proper pronunciation would be like Inno for innovation. Innovative, I guess, is what they're using kind of as like a abbreviated version of that for being innovated 1/64 scale, something like that. Don't know the whole story behind the name. Just know that the guys that did have this company, I think, used to work with Tarmac, and there was some misunderstanding, so they designed their own company. So the car I have for today, as you can already see, is the LBWK Porsche 997. Mini GT was supposed to do some LBWK Porsches, but I guess the licensing thing fell through. So I don't think they're going to still be doing any LBWK Porsches. So I went ahead and got the Inno64 one, especially favoring this baby blue because of that being the color of Kiddo Wataru's Ken Mary. I had to think of that for a minute. But anyways, and also that was the first R35 launch for Mini GT, and then there was Lamborghinis to match, there was a BMW to match. And if you go to other brands, I think there are even some Time Micro A90s in this color and everything, and the LAF Lexus and blah blah blah. So anyways, we're going to look at this bad boy, and I do really dig this model, especially after I got it out of the package and really looked at it in detail, and I'll show you guys why. So as you see here, 997 Liberty Walk, Inno64, top is 164, LBW or LB works, and then no end caps. This is just a cardboard sleeve. Backside kind of has an outline of the Porsche with LBWK, and where to find Inno Models online, www.innomodels.com. Bottom side has your licensing and stuff for Inno and LBWK, and where to find Inno on Facebook, and your UPC code, warning for choking, and all that stuff here. So let's get him out, and it just kind of slides out. They do come wrapped in like a, I would call it like a thick plastic wrap. It's just taped closed, so nothing really too official. And then you have that cool like background cardboard drop of a shipping container from LBWK Liberty Walk, so that would be cool for some dio shots. I tried to do something for our thumbnail photo, but it wasn't that great. It was kind of quick with the little backdrop of shipping containers at a shipping yard that I have. So this comes in your acrylic display case or crystal case, whatever you guys like to call them. I'm not a big fan of this stuff. I would just rather have like a window box, and instead of like having the totally sealed box. That way you could see the car if you do want to keep it in the box, but just paying extra to get these acrylic cases, I would opt just to have the window box. So yeah, it just kind of works its way off, pulls off, no little tabs like M2, which is the culprit for the cases cracking usually. So I do like the Inno64 style and such. And same thing, Time Micro does it that style. A piece of dirt there on the base. So this one has the white base, plastic also, and as you can see, the Inno, well, let's kind of tilt up here. Inno at the top here behind the car, and then 997 Liberty Walk, LBWK Liberty Walk once again. there, and then just kind of spinning around on the car. It is very, very nicely done. I will just kind of go over it here on the base before we take it off and look at the base of the car itself. But yeah, very nicely done. Tires, the Toyo tire, white letters, and your typical imagine all the people living life in peace phrase, the rising sun, kind of faded in white and light blue going into like the baby blue paint there. It looks great. LB Performance on the rockers. And then your co-sponsor decals and such on the rear flare and front flares. And it does have side view mirrors, but these are plastic, so you have to be very careful. Nice high wing here. Then you have acrylic headlight lenses. Nice detail with the Porsche emblem on the hood. It actually looks like it's a separate piece in some lighting, so they did a fine job with the decal there. The headlights are also very nice. They are acrylic, as I said, and they kind of look three-dimensional, like recessed inside the bezel and such, or the light bucket, whatever you'd like to call that. They look very, very nicely detailed. Liberty Walk plate and so forth. Liberty Walk on the side of the driver's trunk lid. I guess I always want to say hood, but these are rear engine, so I guess I have to say trunk or cargo cover or whatever you want to call it. So deck lid, but it's not on the deck of the car, so that doesn't work either. So anyways, whatever you want to call it. The suitcase cover. So anyways, going to this side, car is very nice. The stance is great. Red acrylic taillight lenses, and try to get it to focus back in a little bit here, guys. And there we go. The exhaust cutouts in the rear bumper cover are very nicely done. The exhaust tips are trimmed in silver. So very, very cool model. So holding him down on the base, I do like Inno's design. Same thing with like Jan Lee. Same thing I think with Time Micro. A lot of them use this style with one screw. And they just use nipples to hold it. There's usually 3 holes in the base of the car and sometimes only 2. This one has 3, but it's very nice because you just have to worry about one screw. Take him out. And it's very easy to line it back up whenever you put it on the base. And then it has this little plastic insert. As you can see, the hole for the screw. And then you have that, well, nipple that goes into the hole here on the acrylic plastic base. So then you have the base of the car, which has 3 holes. And now, one of the reasons I dig this model, as you can see, it rolls pretty freely. The front rubs a little bit, but not too bad. It actually rolls pretty nice, considering it's an Inno64 model. And the base on this one is metal. So it is a metal car, and it does have, well, like all of them, the button-style Phillips head screws. And as you can see, it rolls, but it does seize up a little. But that's because one reason my table's really slick, but the front does rub a little bit, but not too bad. And it does have brake detail, as you can see, because the spokes on these wheels are kind of fat. I cannot tell if there's a caliper there, but it does have silver back there to show off the disc. And it also helps highlight these black wheels, which are very nicely done, by the way. So this, I really dig this car. And as you can see, the rear window does have the rear window defogger, and they do a much better job than Mini GT. Nothing against Mini GT, but the lines are so fat on Mini GT, it almost blocks like the transparency of the rear window. This one doesn't, however. You kind of have to have it in the right lighting to even see it. Let me try to get it to focus in again. Yeah, see? You can see it there, but it is kind of hard to see, and that's pretty much how it should be, in my opinion. But yeah, very nice car. So that is it. Let me zoom in on him so we can get a good look at him before we close. And there you go. Trying to get some of that dust off the table, because when I zoom in, it does highlight this dust pretty good. So there we have it. This is the last car we will show you from this country, and this is the last time this diorama will be up. I'm going to collapse the diorama and pack it up tonight, along with this car and the others. When we get back, we do have the new Kaido House 510 Miho exclusive. Did get that in today. I actually took some shots and put it on Instagram already. So if you guys want to get a sneak peek of it, it's on Instagram. Same name, Ron's Muscle Car Diecast. The link for my Instagram is in the description of this video. And then we have a couple of other Inno64 cars to unbox when we get back. Now, these are the older style stuff. These are the Pandem S13s. I had the version 1 kit, version 2 kit to unbox for you. And they don't roll, and they do have a plastic base, but they're still really nice cars, and I'll tell you what I got them for. That's why I picked them up. And I may actually have an R32 of Inno coming, but I'm not sure if the deal is going to make it before I leave or not. Then I have a Pandem A90 from Mini GT Miho coming up too. I hope it arrives tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. I should get it before I part the country though. It is the orange one that looks like the one from Fast Saga F9. So that one is pretty cool. That's a brand new one. It hasn't hit many countries. I found it in Indonesia, so I'm very happy to have found it before I'm leaving. So we'll be doing these cars when we get back. A couple Mini GTs, a couple Innos, and then whatever I find at Walmart. Because damn right, I'm hitting Walmart as soon as I get back this coming weekend. And we will be seeing what we can find. Usually my Walmarts used to be good, but it's been 5.5 years since I've been there. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can snag up some Auto World, Johnny Lightning, M2s, and whatever else I can get my hands on. So anyways, hopefully we can score some stuff to look at. I appreciate you guys watching, appreciate your support, and then once again, next time I talk to you guys, I will be stateside. So have a great week, and possibly I'll talk to you this weekend. Thanks for watching.